This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game or in the similar fashion watching this video. Would you like to review detailed content warnings which contain spoilers? No, but I will enable those warnings. By playing, yes.
Beep beep boop 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 beep beep boop 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 beep.
Pay attention to all of these. Hey guys, it's your girl Kindy, and wait, did I even launch the right one? I did. Okay, it's your girl Kindy. Today we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Now this was gifted to me by my good friend Elliot, so shout out to him. Really good guy. Anyway, so Adina. So yeah, this is basically, in case you guys haven't seen Doki Doki Literature Club, this is basically that game, but you know, it's bigger, it has more content. Yeah. I see an annoying girl running to me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally not oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
I overslept again. But I got you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
Yeah, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Adina.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. God knows that's not true.
Hee.
We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Adina, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's saying going on about. Sayori likes to worry about me a little too much, when I'm perfectly content just getting by the average, spending my free time on games and anime.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I even know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Know what?
well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori,
Yeah?
there's no way I'm going to your club.
Yeah, meanie.
Sayori's vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hee hee.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori's really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have it already planned out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go.
And thus marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member's here.
I told you, don't call me a new member! And I glance around the room.
Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you
I'm a girl?
Way to kill the atmosphere.
I'm a woman!
Ah, Adina, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in the situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at? You want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki.
A girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Yeah, you ignore me when I get moody. Sayori says that into my ear and then turns to the other girls.
Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Adina.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Adina. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them! I'll go get them! Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a red tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh, woo?
I am so sorry.
What?
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs the first, then Monica, I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. Icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said,
Well, maybe, but not for you, dummy!
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss this conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a nice hot cup of tea help you enjoy a book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Huh? That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Man, I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival and that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, yet all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Adina, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quiet to myself. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I speak without thinking. Anyways, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the river teacup.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reversed and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at that minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri.
For someone as gentle as you.
I guess you can say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called
Don't say it out loud! And give it back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori
sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Eh? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any experience to that, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough sharing hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Adina?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
Yeah, what's that?
Now we're back to the original topic. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lost my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But, I'm sorry, I thought, Adina.
You all am defenseless against them. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision? Ugh. This character does not reflect me at all. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, their eyes light up.
Yay, I'm so happy!
Jumping in.
Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. That makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Adina, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey Dina, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, we never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I be really happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer. Alright, just need to make the most of my circumstances. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Pick words you think your favorite club member would like. I'm gonna save, and we're gonna continue this next time. Next time on Doki Doki Literature Club, we're going to be writing a poem. I'll see you guys then. Be sure to like, subscribe. Let me know you guys will see me next time, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Okay, I just closed the game, and this happened. What is this? Data collected 4%? What? Side stories? Side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the main events. To get all 6 side stories, try writing different... Huh? What is... Oh, I get it, I get it. Doki Doki Literature Club Plus came out on consoles. And in the original game, you sometimes have to mess with the files, but you obviously can't do that on console, so I'm guessing they brought that menu up for it. So it doesn't let me... Oh, okay, I can return to desktop. Okay, see you guys next time, goodbye.